Good afternoon. We're going to do a video today on what to do after the Homeowners Association has foreclosed. Now, this is a situation when there is a mortgage and the HOA, the Homeowners Association, has foreclosed. The mortgage does not extinguish. What this means is that mortgage is still there. Even though there's been a foreclosure, the HOA can only foreclose their interest. If a third-party bidder buys that foreclosure, they put themselves in the place of the Homeowners Association in terms of a claim on the property. That mortgage is still active. The homeowner has lost the title, and now that's been bought by what we call a third-party bidder, but it does not extinguish the mortgage. And a lot of people over the years have bought HOA foreclosures without the realization that the mortgage is still valid and still active. And we repeat, HOA foreclosures do not extinguish mortgages. Buyer at a HOA auction takes the title subject to the mortgage. The lender can still initiate foreclosure. This creates risks for both the buyer and the lender. The homeowner's remaining leverage. Listen, the homeowner signed a note and a mortgage. They owe the money even though they no longer have the deed. They should know that the mortgage is still out there, but they may not. They may think that because the home was foreclosed, they're off the hook. So if you're involved in a situation like this and you had lost your home due to a homeowners association foreclosure, you need to call the new owner and let them know that they need to make the payment. Reach out to the buyer at the HOA auction. Explain the mortgage remains unpaid. Notify them that non-payment may result in foreclosure and suggest that the paying the mortgage to protect their investment and further paying it off. I mean, theoretically, this buyer bought it with the idea of something. and if they didn't know that their new investment is subject to the terms of the mortgage, then this buyer is not a good buyer. So why the buyer should pay the mortgage? They risk losing the property to foreclosure if they don't make the payment. Paying protects their interest. It may be cheaper than losing the property. Stops the default clock. And we're assuming that if someone's not paying their homeowners association lien or payment, and they are likely not paying their mortgage either. So it's likely that a home that's in this situation is in default on the mortgage. The buyer could take over the payments, not as a assumption, but they could just start making the payments. And now it says negotiate reinstatement with the lender. That's not true. Without permission from the mortgagee, mortgagor, the lender will not talk to the third-party bidder, possibly refinance. So the buyer of a homeowners association lien could easily go ahead and refinance it, yes, and they could pay off the loan. So if you're in this situation, here is a template. You purchased the property at an HOA sale, but the mortgage was not satisfied. The lender can still foreclose. To protect your investment, I recommend making arrangements to pay the mortgage or contact the lender to negotiate a settlement. Well, that's a solution. This is not true because the lender will not talk to the third-party bidder. Key takeaways. HOA buyers take on risk if a mortgage exists. Defendants, that's the person who lost the property in the HOA foreclosure, can avoid fallout by ensuring the mortgage is paid. Cooperation benefits both parties. Final notes. Legal counsel is recommended. Act quickly to prevent further foreclosure. Always verify title, liens, mortgages before the sale. There you go. Hey, I'm right here. I'm Randal Jenkins, and I made this video so that you can see some of the implications of a homeowners association foreclosure. Here's my contact information. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or comments. Thank you.